Oh my gosh. Hello. Hi. My name is Oyiwehi, but you can call me Ahi, and this is the last three letters. Um, okay. So I actually have to go on a little rant. This whole video is a rant, if we're gonna be completely honest. But I have to preface this rant with a rant, which is this is not it wasn't supposed to be like this. I'm not gonna lie to you, I filmed this entire video yesterday already. It's 40 minutes, I laughed, I giggled, I thought it was good. Um, if you can't already tell, I'm an aesthetic girly. I'm always thinking about what's gonna look the best and what's gonna, So I was like, I'd rather film this on my laptop, my MacBook, I don't know, whatever, because I just like the aesthetic. Because I like the aesthetic. I wanted to also film using this mic. So I film a whole nother video with my phone. I press pause on a MacBook video. I lose everything. Video go blank after 40 minutes, mind you. And then I was like, oh wait, no, it's fine. Like, files corrupted. I'm like, this is what being a YouTuber is all about. Oops, sorry. So I was like, there has to be ways to fix this. This has happened to me before. I'm not gonna just give up easy. Remember when I told you about the devil? Yeah. I was like, let's Google. I Googled, they said pay this funky flow 5 and we can get this video right back to you. And I was like, wait, the white guy on the YouTube with the beanie would never lie to me. So I'm gonna pay this funky flow 5. Remember how I said the video was 40 minutes? Tell me why the modified video or the fixed video was 1 minute. What? Like, no, and no, and now I want my money back. Like, well, I debated just giving y'all the video of literally just me like this, talking, but I was like, it's kind of weird. And I was like, what if people think I'm trying to do a dream thing? Like, what if people think that's what the point of the mask is? Like, I can't. That's too much for me. Basically, what's about to happen right now, I'm about to remake the same video I was supposed to make yesterday. I also have birthday dinner to go to. So we're gonna do my makeup and also make this video in the hopes that, honestly, and you're gonna see more about this later on in the video, my brain, is big and beautiful and juicy, but it also, has some kinks. And I love to do things while I'm doing things. So yeah, anyways, we're gonna get into this video. So I'm gonna be looking everywhere. I'm gonna be probably looking crazy through some of these parts, but just listen. Like, it's not about my voice, it's about my message. Okay. Do I just clip y'all onto here? The thing is that I know that if I clip y'all onto here, it's not gonna be this. Like, it's not. Again, remember aesthetic. So yeah. So I'm just gonna do everything with one hand, I guess. What's wrong with me? I would like to start this off by basically being vulnerable. Okay. I've recently found myself in let's call it a transitional. Oh, we don't waste here. Sorry. Let's call it a transitional period. So, and this said transitional period has made it basically impossible to open social media and resist the urge to hurl my phone into a deep, dark abyss for all of eternity. I'm also incredibly black. Hey! Hey! And it is February. Well, it was February when I wrote this, but the specific optics of this doesn't matter. All that matters is that I'm black and it's February. Please try to remember this, okay? And so basically my thought process was to celebrate celebrate Black History Month. I decided to make a conscious effort to try to rid myself of all of my ES, body dysmorphia, depression, anxiety, preying on enemies' downfall, and basically trying to be intentional about reconnecting to myself and community in the only way that, my ancestors knew how. Like, your grandma did not have Instagram. And she turned out, well, actually, which I would like to describe as dropping off the face of the earth and dropping into the face of my earth. Do you understand? Do you understand what I was trying to so I obviously this like whole thing wasn't random. My little experiment, I guess, wasn't random. Um it was it was necessary though, because I didn't even realize how bad the brain worms were getting until I was, like I referenced before, thrown into the fiery pits of my own demise. So, like, I succumbed to the signs of the universe and I decided to delete everything. Like, literally everything. Instagram, gone. TikTok, gone. Snapchat, not gone yet, but it might be on the way out, because why am I getting addicted to Snapchat spotlights? Like, what is my life? Okay, a brief pause in the festivities while I let my concealer dry for my favorite segment that I'd like to call, oh, you too? Shorts. Where I highlight some of my favorite, most abhorrent things I've witnessed while scrolling YouTube shorts. Spoiler alert, they are all ads. Yes. In the lowest tier, and I mean the lowest, would have to be the relentless amount of turning point ads I was getting for a hot minute. Now, I know that I love a good gameplay and a good gym vlog. So I understand how my algorithm could be confused for a teenage boy who put one too many holes in his wall, and after a hit of cotton candy whippets, he's probably considering taking a hammer to his face while he's hovering his sticky little finger over the checkout button for TikTok peptides. Like, that's what it's giving, but obviously that's not what you're getting. But other than that, and the fact that I have consciously remembered blocking and reporting these ads on at least more than 3 occasions, there's literally no reason on Beyonce's internet why I should know that Charlie Kirk was a pancake guy. So quickly moving on. Okay, moving up a couple of tiers would be these absolutely irritating ads for the senile shorts community. This game must be by the same developer as Wordscapes, because not only is the objective of the game seemingly inconvincible, but it's also insufferable to watch other people play it. I can't even let that shit play for more than 5 seconds. I'm clawing at the corner of my phone, waiting for that skip ad. I was gonna literally download the game and beat it, but then I thought to myself, my iPhone, I don't know, my iPhone, a couple of months ago, my iPhone wouldn't even tell me to go right or left in my GPS because the storage was too low. So who am I to download a game that definitely will bring me viruses? I still got like 3 years on this phone. Like, so we're not gonna do that. But maybe some of y'all can and just let me know how it is. Actually, I just want to subject y'all to that. That actually seems really mean. So don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, next up on our tier list, we're going to give a special shout out to Goon Nation. I wish I was joking. Unfortunately, okay, heavy on the unfortunately, I do remember it is still Black History Month. But as a self-proclaimed weird white boy aficionado, even I shudder when this bad-built blonde butch body appears along some character rendition of what I like to describe as Marvel Rivals with the pom pom out. Yeah. Can anyone, literally anyone, explain to me how this got into my algorithm? And more importantly, how to get it off of my algorithm without wanting to spontaneously combust every white male in a 50-mile radius with only my stare. No borax or glue. Lastly, I would love to shout out the TikTok and Instagram ads that I started receiving the moment I I actually, it was actually the moment that I thought about deleting the apps. And I'm not even kidding. Like, try it yourself. Or even ask yourself, where do I see the most TikTok and Instagram ads? Is it on your laptop? Is it on your TV? You mean like the only other devices what you don't doom scroll? Hello. For big doom scroll to be like, I know we got too addicted to these apps in 2020, but don't you want to think about them even when you're not on your phone? I know you do. Also, the ads aren't even good. Like, showing me a guy trying to get a cup pour, cup pour. No, I don't think that's what it is. A cup pong score of 500, or even those like AI generated cat soap operas, is not gonna make me want to re-download TikTok. The the cat soap operas might do it for me. Okay, time to like do other stuff, cause it's, what time is it? Okay, period. I'm actually making great time. Me when I get ready like 3 hours before an event. Oh my god, I'm gonna be on time. Yeah, in my opinion, okay, because this is what video is, in my opinion. But I believe that art makes the black world go round. Okay, we preach, we sing, we share our story, and we do it in style always. But honestly, that's part of what makes movies and television so important to me. Like, the idea that everybody has their own unique story to tell, and nobody can really tell it the way that they want to tell it because it's their story and they want to tell it the way that they want to tell it. But if someone tried to tell it, it just wouldn't hit. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to like intentionally plug back into that last month. You know, like, let me hear from my people because I feel like they've gotten out of sticky situations and I'm in a sticky situation and I just want to see Pharrell Williams jump around in Legoland. Like, that's what the type of timing I was on. And to the point about telling your own unique story that can only be accurately told through certain voices and certain words. What the hell is Paul Thomas Anderson doing? Let me first be very clear. We should not be waiting on white voices or white people or white creatives to get a black story right. That don't even like correlate. If that's like waiting on Donkey Ollie to give birth to Pegasus, it's not gonna happen. And if it does happen, it's not gonna look good. On top of that, there are just way too many black creatives in our hemisphere that we might as well just ignore. What's going on here? Oh, we might as well just ignore like all white creatives if we're trying to really actually connect to black stories. I think Sinners is a perfect example of that. Now, I have watched Coogler absolutely drag his cooch all over IMAX ideals at least 3 times I know. 2 times was in theater, and I even remember the first time that I went to go see it, like it was literally yesterday. I went alone, like on a random Tuesday afternoon. I sat by myself, but then this lady, like, this lady sat so close to me, I honestly thought she was my mom. And then I sat there in that theater with my mom, and for the last 30 minutes, sobbing, seeing black people shot so beautifully, seeing comments on the culture that I've only had in the back of my head. I'm talking occipital lobe. It's green just before my eyes, casually like that. What? I just love a good black movie, guys. Like, I will not be the first or the last person to say that Ryan Coogler deserves every and all flowers for, honestly, just breathing. Just give it to him. He's breathing. Oh, and it honestly makes me sad because like these are the experiences that we're getting less and less because big Hollywood, big movie thinks that we want to see Timothy Chalamet play Matt Damon in Frankenstein 5. I didn't even read Frankenstein 1. I read Hamlet. Oh, y'all made that one too. Oh. But yeah, anyways, I do love black movies. The one thing I don't love is when white people it's when white people decide that, like, actually, this is the way that I want this story to be told to me. Therefore, this is the only way to appropriately package an existence I know nothing about. Put your fucking hand down. But, like, completely unrelated, I watched one battle after another. And I wish this wasn't a personal slight against PTA. I literally love Punch Drunk Love. It was probably the only time I could watch Adam Sandler for more than like 50 seconds without having agita. But I also think I have been blessed with almost like a black spidey sense that tells me, a lot of white people like this. But I didn't even want to bring that like attitude into like when I first started watching it, because I was like, God, okay, it's so critically acclaimed. Like Tiana Taylor, like it's Tiana Taylor, like how bad could it possibly be? But I did my breathing exercises. I pushed those spidey senses away, and I pressed play, and I thought, there's no way this could be more of a disappointment than a Nora. And I was right. It was fucking worse. Okay, to keep from going on and on about how much I absolutely abhor this movie, I'm gonna try and make a Scooby-Doo-esque compliment sandwich to summarize my thoughts on the film. So to start with the bread, I would say, hey, Tiana Taylor, hey, Tris Infinity, hey, Regina Hall. Even you, Del Toro, like, you got it. You know, y'all did it. Good job. I love you. The meat of the sandwich. The only reason Tiana Taylor is getting more recognition for her part in this movie than she probably should be is because white audiences can digest the palatable caricature of this black woman. Guys, who did that?
There's nothing to wear. Did you guys hear that?
Like, I genuinely think Lozelle could have played this exact character. Sentiment and all. Guys, can we be honest? The plot? Barely passable. The writing? Eerie. The soundtrack? I genuinely thought that I could feel an aneurysm coming, and I've had Lin-Manuel Miranda in my top 5 Spotify rap before. I'm being vulnerable and sharing things I probably wouldn't, so that we can understand the vastness of this issue. And I'd like to believe that a fairly normal person who isn't confined to the societal pressures of race and consumerism would be able to look at these two films and notice a vast difference in quality, but yeah, no. Oh yeah, and some red-hatted individuals might claim that I have tunnel vision with my woke snowflake glasses on. But even if I was to adopt the capitalistic mindset that so many of y'all want to marry capitalism is real. Opera and ballet are not even the only art forms that are seeing a decline in audience engagement. And if I was going to speak for myself, which I will, because that's the whole point of this video, I would say that the root of this issue could stem from the repetitive nature of the stories being shoved down our throats. Okay, now a story that I can admit probably shouldn't be repeated, but I love nonetheless, is my new guilty pleasure show, Empire. I'm deep in season 3 right now, okay? And I'm not even gonna touch on the various problematic scenes and songs that erode the quality of this iconic staple in black television, because that would be a whole nother video, and we have a dinner to get to. And also it's February, which means it's Black History Month, which basically means that black people are perfect and could do no harm for like 28 days straight. So, I don't know. So what I'm I guess I'd just like to mention, for lack of better words, the refreshing stereotypes that I've seen portrayed across like multiple different characters in this show. Lucius and Cookie Lion, what can't be said? They are like the perfect parental unit because of how polar they are to each other, and like seeing that effect on their family unit. Guys, I could write a whole essay on it, but I won't because I'm not in school and you can't make me. I feel like the Tyler Perry initiative had a lot of us thinking that black dads are like Tyler Perry. And let's be real with the audience for a quick. I love my black dad. Okay? But I can also love my black dad and be very sure that men are the root of all evil. I honestly aspire to be as petty as Lucius Lyon. Like, he does it so effortlessly, and like maybe he's born with it. I think it's Maybelline. Like, I also think it's very cool to be like, and that's why men shouldn't have copious amounts of money. Like, be as successful as you want. Be broke though, because you don't like you're about to piss me off. Pinky Lyons, perfect maternal figure. She's always grinding. She's always looking out for her family. And I also, as a middle sibling in a trio sibling group, like I don't know how you would describe that, but I do see myself and my siblings in the three brothers. Eldest sibling, mushy brain, sorry. Little sibling, delusional. Don't got a clue in the world. Middle sibling, perfect, talented, kind, funny. And yeah, I don't think anything could go wrong with him or his character. I'm basically almost done with my makeup. I am gonna put another blush on, and you're not gonna say anything because it's Black History Month. But honestly, the unplug was not that bad. Like, I felt very vintage Kim K. I had to resort to my own brainworms to send myself into an anxious spiral. And then I also only heard gossip from word of best friend's mouth. And I think that's exactly how God intended it to be. And in the hopes of sounding just as annoying as those, just drink water, bitches. It's warm water. It's better for your digestion, your cortisol level. But truly, I found peace in the social media silence. Yeah, thank you. I picked up a book. I picked up Substack. I watched telepodcasts. I took care of my body. I voted, which wasn't in February, but is just as important to Black history. But the major thing that I definitely learned, because imagine I just did all this and didn't learn anything. Help. Actually, that'd be some of y'all. Open your eyes. Sorry. I hate to break it to you. But the major thing that I did, in fact, learn from all of this is how absolutely cooked my chunkus brain is. And I'm sure that there are other roots of the issue besides social media. But when this unexpected life thing that I'm not going to get into because you just met, guys, I'm shy. When this thing happened to me a few months ago, I was literally like, oh yeah, my life is over. Things did not work out in the formulaic, idealized way that I thought they would. Therefore, I must be doomed. Wrong. You numbskull. I'm kidding. I love myself. I love you. I love you. Like, self love of 2026. But I'm living. I am healthy, relatively. We're working on the mental part. My therapist just came back from maternity leave. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. More importantly, I am a living testament of all the people before me who did not have things go their way and overcame anyways. Even thinking about it, like the ability for the thing that happened to me to even happen to me is a door that wasn't even open for my ancestors. Like a door that they had to wait and pray and hope would be open for them during their lifetime, only for it to be open in mine. And this thing that happened to me sucked. It did. It sucks. It's probably going to continue to suck for the foreseeable future. But, frankly, I am tired of succumbing to systems that tell me that there is only one way to experience this life that I'm incredibly lucky to lead. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I honestly kind of did. I'm just like, I wanted to talk about Black History Month. It's very important to me. Just being black in America, especially in the times now, like it's a lot. And I wanted to talk about it in a fun way because I think if we focus, hey, got to not to, like, if we focus so much on, damn, this shit suck, we don't actually appreciate how beautiful this shit is. And it is. I can just hear the barking of a really annoying white. I just know it's white and crusty-eyed.
Attitude. What? Now walk out. Attitude. Ooh. Now walk out.
I'm gonna get ready for this dinner. I have no words to say. I'm all pooped out. I'm all talked out. I'm about to go non-verbal at the dinner table. Perfect.
Get your money, man. Life goes on.
Hopeful. Yes, I am hopeful.
Yeah, so anyways, yeah. And also, this is not even the type of video that I'm like, yes, I'm gonna do this every time. I just want to do it. Again, like I said before, it does. I'm cutting this camera off now. Thank you so much for watching.